1. 1643 Isaac Newton, an English scientist, was born. In 1643, a great man who could greatly influence human history was born in the small town of Woolsthorpe in England. It was Isaac Newton. Newton was known as the founder of the universal law of gravitation and calculus, as a master of remarkable achievements in various fields, such as science, mathematics, and philosophy. However, his life was not smooth. He lost his father before birth and had to grow up in loneliness in his childhood. However, despite such difficulties, he was at the center of the 17th century scientific revolution with his constant curiosity and hard work. Newton's discovery went beyond mere theory and laid the foundation stone of modern science, giving us a new perspective on understanding the world. It was today, in 1643, that his genius shone. 2. 1896 Utah is incorporated into the 45th state of the United States. On January 4, 1896, Utah was officially incorporated into the 45th state of the United States. Previously, Utah was mostly settled and pioneered by Mormons, which gradually developed amid religious differences and some tensions. In particular, the construction of transcontinental railroads and mine development helped the local economy grow and lay the foundation for the state. Not only was the incorporation of Utah a significant milestone in the expansion of the U.S. West, but it was also a moment for Utah, which has many historical elements and cultural characteristics, to become a part of the United States. Since then, Utah has developed into one of the important states of the U.S., with its remarkable growth. 3. 1947 German weekly magazine Spiegel was founded. In 1947, a groundbreaking weekly magazine was launched in Germany. It was Spiegel. At that time, Germany was undergoing a period of reconstruction and ruins after the end of World War II. In this era of chaos, Spiegel set a new standard for the German media, with factual reporting and sharp analysis, based on the spirit of truth-seeking journalism and a responsibility for monitoring power. Spiegel gained great trust by providing readers with an in-depth perspective. Even today, Spiegel has established itself as the representative media of Germany and has grown into an influential media loved by readers all over the world. In this way, it goes beyond just a magazine and leaves a deep trace in history and society. 4. 1951 Seoul is occupied by the Korean People's Army and the Chinese Army, due to the 1.4 retreat during the Korean War. On January 4, 1951, amid the turmoil of the Korean War, Seoul experienced the bitter reality of war once again, as the Chinese and Korean People's Army joined forces to push south the Korean and UN forces gave up Seoul for reorganization and retreated south of the Han River. The reason why this day is called the 1.4 retreat is because it symbolically illustrated the pressing situation. Refugees had to risk their lives to escape by crossing the Han River in the cold winter, and Seoul was placed under the occupation of the Chinese and Korean People's Army. However, this would later turn the tide and go down in history as one of the major turning points in the Korean War. 5. 1982 The Ministry of Education of the Republic of Korea announces a plan to liberalize hair and school uniforms for middle and high school students. In 1982, the Republic of Korea faced a new change: the announcement by the Ministry of Education of middle and high school students about the liberalization of their hairstyles and school uniforms was a very social event. The uniformity of school uniforms and the coercion of short hair styles were part of the daily lives of Korean students. However, the liberalization plan was a starting point for allowing students freedom of expression. Of course, the conservative view at the time was strongly opposed, and there were many voices concerned about the confusion that the liberalization would bring. However, amid the new generation and changing trend of the times, the liberalization eventually marked a milestone in Korean education. It was an important decision that started the discussion on student human rights and respect for individuality. 6. 1987 Park Jong-chul's torture and death occurred in South Korea. In 1987, the torture and death of Park Jong-chul shook a page in Korean history. On January 14, Park Jong-chul, a student at Seoul National University, died after receiving merciless torture after being arrested by authorities. At the time, the police tried to downplay the incident, saying it was an accident that he died during a simple interrogation, but the truth was finally revealed. His death unveiled the tyranny of the dictatorship to the world and caused public anger. In the end, this eventually led to the June Democratic Uprising and became an important turning turning point in the democratization of the Republic of Korea. Park Jong-chul's sacrifice still deeply embodies the importance of justice and democracy to this day. 7. 2004 NASA's Mars rover Spirit successfully lands on Mars. On January 4, 2004, humans marked another milestone in space exploration. The U.S. Space Agency NASA's Mars rover, Spirit, has successfully landed on Mars. Spirit was designed to deliver valuable data on the surface and environment of Mars to scientists. The goal at the time was not just to land, but to study whether water existed and was habitable for life on Mars. Even in extremely harsh conditions, Spirit expected a 90-day mission, but continued the mission for a whopping 6 years. The geological and chemical analysis of Mars has opened a new chapter in human space exploration history, discovering traces of water flowing there. Spirit's success was a moment that paved the way for Mars' subsequent exploration, showing us the possibility of moving towards other planets. 8. 2007 Nancy Pelosi is elected as the first female Speaker of the House of Representatives in U.S. history. On January 4, 2007, a new page was written in U.S. political history. Nancy Pelosi, the first woman in U.S. history to be elected as Speaker of the House of Representatives, received worldwide attention. Pelosi from California has shown strong leadership throughout her long political career, and this moment has been seen as an iconic event that opens up even more possibilities for female politicians. In her inaugural speech, she emphasized democracy, equality, and politics for the people, promising her children a better future. Nancy Pelosi's election as Speaker of the House of Representatives was a glass-ceiling-breaking historical moment and has since been a great inspiration for female politicians. 9. 2010 The Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest building, is officially opened in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. On January 4, 2010, the world met another phenomenal history in Dubai. It was because the Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest building, was officially opened, consisting of 828 meters tall and 160 stories. The building goes beyond simple heights. It is a symbol of Dubai and the pinnacle of modern architectural technology. Inside it are residential spaces, hotels, offices, as well as a viewing deck that boasts the best view, which attracts many people. The Burj Khalifa is not just a structure but a symbol of Dubai's growth and challenging spirit, and has become an icon of the country that has a great influence on the global economy and tourism industry. 10. 2021 Iran's Revolutionary Guard seized South Korean oil tanker for alleged marine pollution. In January 2021, Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps seized a South Korean flagged oil tanker in Gulf waters. The cause was suspected of marine pollution, which led to international controversy. The Iranian government promised a transparent investigation process, but political interpretations were followed that it was actually related to the issue of Iranian assets frozen in South Korea. At the time, the South Korean government demanded the prompt release of the crew and ships through diplomatic channels, and the world was watching the incident. Eventually, the ship was released a few months later, but it was a reminder of the volatile situation in the Middle East and the complicated conflict involving international politics.